Miss Kiki, check it out.
Because she lost her job and she's behind on the rent, and she stays with and she has my son, and I'm gonna make sure he's straight. I'm not gonna have my son out on the street.
I'm not saying he's gonna be on the street. If she knew how to take care of her y'all's kid, then he wouldn't be on the street.
Yeah, but it takes two people to take care of a kid.
I realize that, but this is like cutting into us, and I'm really not feeling this.
You're not feeling me taking care of my son, basically.
No, you're taking care of your son, but why don't you bring your son to your house so she could pay her own rent?
Because she's the one that has custody of him, and she's the one that's been taking care of him all this time.
Well, then now y'all need to find a way to split custody or something, because it's cutting into us, and I don't like it.
When it cut into us more, if he was actually staying with me. Exactly.
Yeah, bitch.
Why Ham No Burger say ugly broads always be the most entitled? That bitch
with a broad.
How about you cut into that nose?
The logic. She thought she was saying something.
The fucked up ass braids.
She thought she was really saying something, man. But
right.
my man was like, look here, man, she been raising him, and yeah, I'm gonna hold my my son down until old girl get back up on her feet or whatever.
Let's see what Miss Kiki got to say. Give us the short version.
What's up?
Now here's the thing. If a female met hard times and I couldn't pay my rent, and he stepped in and he did it, kudos to that man. Thank you. Because your child needs a place to stay. And you know what I'm saying? On some real shit, I have to say big ups. Now, if I'm a bum bitch, it's different. You know what I mean? I'm going to tell you like this. If I had a dude and his baby mama fell on hard times, and this is the only time she fell on hard times,
yeah,
I ain't got shit to say, because hey, here you go. I might put in some money for you. Here you go. It won't even be an argument, because that's your child. That's who you are at the end of the day. Because if you don't stand up for your child, then who the fuck are you dating, or who the fuck are you with? Because at the end of the day, if I have your child and I come on some hard times, are you going to help me? So that man is a hell of a man. And if he paid rent because she fell on hard times, what the fuck is the problem?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not taking nobody's child from their mom, because at the end of the day, they need both mom and dad. But at the end of the day, no, I now if she was an ignorant bitch and she was on some other type of time, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think, from what I heard, she was on some ignorant type of time. She just fell on some hard times. I'm gonna look at my man like, hey, you better help her. You know what I'm saying? Or I'll fucking step in and help her, because that's your child. And if you don't, I'm gonna look at you like, well, what the fuck if I have a child with you? That's just real time. Because at the end of the day, and I hate to say this, because in this day and age, motherfuckers, they come at you like, if you ain't a provider, if you ain't this, if you ain't that, as a man, you know what I'm saying? It's not that. But if you are a provider and I fall behind, and we got something worked out, and you help me out, it shouldn't be a problem. Like for no bitch, as a man's woman, you should look at him like, kudos, thank you, because I know if I'm by my own and I have a child with you, you got my back. Like to me, that's a hell of a fucking man. Like to me, and it might be different to somebody else, but to me, that's a hell of a fucking man, because he's making sure his child is not homeless without disrupting his baby's routine. That's just me. And I'm going to leave it like that.
All right. Oh, man. You had your comments earlier. I didn't even want to talk about it. I just threw this out there just to see what's up.
Yeah, he did the right thing, man. But he should walk away from that raggedy bitch.
That part.
She ain't going to do nothing but bring you more headaches, bro.
She gonna bring up nitpicking on some shit about your kid. That's a red flag. That's a deal breaker. You ain't gonna speak on my fucking kid. Not 1 hour older. what I'm doing with mine. Talk about that's cutting into ours.
I don't want to be with you if you
Ah,
put me before your kid. Like for real. That's
ah.
just facts. If I come behind your kid, I don't want to be with you if you choose to spend more time with me than your fucking child, because that lets me know how you'll do me if I was to get impregnated by you.
There you go, Miss Kiki.
Yeah, man. I listen. I you know uh, under it's not like it's just some single female. Again, I'm not really gonna do anything but echo the other sentiments of the panel. Hey man, he taking care of his kid. I think
That's it.
she looking at that from an oppositional standpoint of that bit. That's that bitch. He
Hmm.
ain't thinking about that's her. And even if he was, she ain't just some random girl. Especially if he got a relationship with her, a good relationship.
Yes.
That's the that's the mother of his child. He ain't really what you supposed to let her fall. What your son gonna think about you? Because most children, shit, damn near all children, if they got a good mother, they love that mother. Matter of fact, a lot of times that mother, they idolize dad if he's that dude. They
Yeah.
idolize their daddy, but they are passionately in love with their mom. You know what I'm saying? And if it's a situation where she fall and that kid see that, or that kid get wind of the fact that you took him in, but you left his mama out there and you had the means to help that situation out, he gonna look at you a little different when he become older and wise enough to understand the things that went on, especially when she come back with that. That's not to say that he's supposed to take care of that every time, even
Exactly.
most of the time, because she's an adult and she's got to take care of herself, even if she didn't have a child. However, things happen. It's hard for everybody right now. So the fact that he was able to ante up and kick in and say, hey, you know what? She's taking care of my kid. He ain't with me. I ain't the
Right.
one that's getting up the nights when he cold. If anything, she called me. I run to the pharmacy, get the medicine, but she taking care of him around the clock. She
Yeah.
there by the bed when he's sick. She there when he got problems at school most of the time. She
Yes.
there, you know what I'm saying, for all of this shit. So
Facts.
it's a situation where, because he did, that's the other thing he said to her. She was like, it's
That's
cutting
his
into us.
responsibility.
And he said, well, wouldn't it cut into us even more if he was living here? And she just had to shut
Silent.
up. Silence.
Silent.
So my thing
Silent.
is, the Cuddy hit the nail on the head. He need to get rid of that raggedy ass bitch, man.
Yeah, there
You know
you
what I
go.
mean?
Because at the end of the day, if you treat my child fucked up, you gotta go any motherfucking way, whether you a female or whether you a daddy or a motherfucking mom.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
Here's the other thing, Miss Kiki. Because I'm a stepfather. You know what I mean? I know that's frowned upon in this generation, and I
No,
agree.
it's not.
It absolutely is. This younger generation ain't going for that shit, and I understand why they shouldn't. They should start their own families. I just found a woman I love, and for the most part, I got amazing kids,
Well,
man.
big ups to you.
But me and their dad, we have a wonderful relationship. That cat is like my bro. We don't get into none of that. He was like, he told me straight up, I just wanted somebody that was gonna love my son's mom and love them. You know what I mean? If they ever
Period.
gave you a problem, you could have hollered at me about it. But these
Period.
cats, they was up in the hospital when I was sick. These cats called me up, hey Step, let's go. We got to take you to the gym. I was just with my middle boy today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we got to be mature about this shit. People ain't got to be enemies just because they ain't screwing around anymore. But if you sharing a kid,
Period.
you gotta set an example of what kind of man you want him to be, and you gotta set an example of what kind of man you want your daughter to look for. So you know what I mean?
There you
Because
go.
that's been on that bitch mind. That
Yeah.
ain't it. That ain't just
Yeah.
come up because he paid the rent this time. She been
Right.
in had a problem with baby girl,
Yeah.
and to be honest, she got a problem with the fact that he got a child.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Done.
Say it.
Done.
You know what?
Land
And
that
that's facts.
land
That's
that plane. That was
motherfucking
it.
facts.
It was the kid, because when he said if he come stay with us, she was like, oh yeah, I don't want that.
It's the kid,
And
man.
then if
Yeah,
you
I
don't
don't want
want it,
that.
if you
I don't
don't
want
want
that.
it, that was his exit. That was his exit.
Yep.
Yeah, he
Because
know
at the end of
what
the
he got
day,
to
that's
do.
an appendage of me. That's some
Yeah,
shit that came out my ball
he know
section.
what he got to do. I'm sure he read those comments after that shit was posted,
Low
because
sodium,
she thought she was doing something.
So
So
this
he
bitch
know.
is ugly.
low sodium. Let me
But it
tell you
is.
this. Much respect to you.
Oh yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it's people that is on other type of times. For you to fucking say that shit, it should never be frowned upon. You know what I'm saying? The simple fact that you stepped up because somebody father wouldn't be there. Like, do you know the life that you changed?
Well, you know what? Let me say this, man, and I know the brothers got to go. It's you know what, my oldest boys, man, like I said, they dad he 100. He from PA. He a good dude. That cat. Let me tell you something. If you knew my two oldest boys, and you see just how good, man, and how great a men they is, how confident in themselves they are. You can see they, and you meet their dad, you see where they got it from. You see their uncles, my brothers, you see where they got it from. You see it come what they got from their mom. You see it all. They come from good stock. You know what I mean?
Right.
My youngest too. It wasn't a thing that they parents didn't want to be. It's a sensitive situation. I ain't gonna get into
Understandable.
that. Yeah, but I love that woman, and so I made the decision to take that package. You know what I mean? You can't just take, one purple top. You gotta take the whole package and rock with it.
Exactly.
So
But here's the thing,
all
though.
my kids purple
I
tops.
got you.
But can
2
I
for
say
10.
this?
That's your dope.
Here's the thing that you don't understand as you being you and doing what you're doing. It's people that's looking out at you that got different perspective. So what I'm going to tell you from somebody that's looking out as a different perspective, especially from somebody who didn't have a dad that came up in their life, you are the difference that people need. You are like, you know what I'm saying? Like just take it in. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, they are looking like, damn, stepdad and dad can get along and mom can get along. That is the Black unity that most people need in this motherfucking world. You know what I'm saying? And they're not seeing that. You know what I'm saying? So I have to put you on a pedestal, even if you feel like you shouldn't be on a pedestal. You are on a pedestal to me and everybody else around us because it is something that is needed in the Black community. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of people that are so fucking hateful, so fucking stupid. You know what I'm saying? Because they have XYZ going on in their own lives. And it's just like, it's not about y'all, it's about the kids. When kids get to see that, they are looking like, this is two Black men that are together.
No, we ain't together.
Right.
No.
What you sipping on there?
No.
Yeah, what you drinking?
I'm sipping on honeymoon, Vonier. I switched over to white, and yeah, that's my time. I got to get to.
I do too. I got to see my cardiologist in the morning.
Well, I guess we gotta go. I tried.
We didn't
Like two men to get along.
I
At
love
the end of the
y'all.
day, I love
we got
low
two men to get
sodium.
along with
That
no
went from-
baby oil.
That went from a compliment to a Diddy fantasy. 2 men together.
Getting along.
Getting
Yeah.
along.
Not like that,
Getting
but I
along.
think I don't know. I thought that everybody was good.
Like Reverend Eddie Long. Pause again. Yeah.
Nigga said he'd give me a testicle if I ever had cancer.
Hey man, I love y'all, man. I'm the fuck
Love
up,
y'all.
man.
I'm out.
Love y'all. Have a good time.
Peace.
She fucked up.
It's time to rock this motherfucker with 3 the hard way. Take Eddie P3 the hard way. It's time to rock this motherfucker with 3 the hard way. Take Eddie P3 the hard way.